Well, you look surprised when you opened the door.
Oh, well, yes. I thought maybe I'd lost track of time.
No, you haven't. No.
Oh, sit down.
No, look, I can't stay. I just, I was seeing a client in the neighborhood, and I thought I would stop in and remind you of the dinner date tonight.
Oh, I see. Well, that's very nice, but I did remember it. As a matter of fact, I've been looking forward to it.
Good. So have I.
I tell you the truth, I feel like I've been just talking to myself around here because Betsy's up to her knees and doing a paper, and Andy's been, well, he's been Andy.
Mm-hmm. Still playing with the Christmas presents, I bet?
Oh, I'll say he is. Actually, this is the first Christmas that he's really been able to enjoy the holidays. And Ellen and David and the whole family really have been trying to make sure that nothing spoils it for him.
Kim, I know it must have been a very difficult time for you. I admire the way you handled it.
Well, we just did what Dan would have wanted us to do.
He would have been very proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, 6 o'clock, be all right?
Yes, be fine.
Okay, good.
Okay, see you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. So, how was your day?
Same.
Did you turn your paper in?
Mm-hmm.
Must be a good feeling to have that out of the way.
Yeah, I still have about 300 hours worth of homework to do tonight.
Gee, maybe I better get a babysitter for Andy.
No, it's okay.
Well, I mean, if you have all that studying.
No, I can do some now until dinner, and then after Andy goes to sleep. So what if I die of no sleep?
Oh, you character. Why don't I just call Mrs. Berger?
Listen, trust me, okay?
Honey, I do.
I don't even know why I said that.
Well, probably because you feel that way.
I know you've had reasons to feel that way, which I don't feel like talking about. So listen, just tune me out. I'm in a wonderful mood.
Boy, I can see that. What's the matter? Things aren't so good at school?
Nope.
Does that mean you still want to transfer?
Mm-hmm. I just want to start over.
You know, honey, I don't want to keep you in a situation that you don't like. I really don't. And at the same time, I just hate to see you walk away from this without even trying to change it.
Like I did at Westfield.
No, I'm not talking about Westfield.
You think I'm copping out, don't you? Why don't you just say it? Don't mush around with me.
Okay, but don't put words in my mouth either. I'm just saying that I think you would find a greater satisfaction if you would hang in there for a while and try to make a place for yourself.
Greater satisfaction?
Yes.
I got a better idea. Why don't I just quit school till fall? That way I can go and work and get some money for college.
Honey, you know that your father left you more than enough money to go to school. You know that.
I know why you said that.
Why I said what?
Mention Dad.
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, it was very subtle, but it was your way of saying that Dad would have liked me to stay at Franklin and not to quit.
If that's what I'd meant, that's what I would have said. It's your own idea. Betsy. Okay, look, let's spell it out. I just wish that you would stay right where you are now until the end of the school year, and then I will make a deal with you. If you still don't like it, then I'll try to find you another school. Deal? We'll talk about it later.
Kim.
Lisa, hi. Ooh, what am I interrupting? Nothing. Come on in. It's cold out there. Hi, Betsy.
Hi. I'm gonna go upstairs and do my homework.
Oh, okay, honey.
Oh, my goodness, I'm so glad I don't have homework to do anymore. Good luck, Betsy.
Thanks. Is Andy taking a nap?
Yeah, he is. I'll go up and get him up, though, pretty soon.
Okay.
Come sit down.
Okay, all right, I will. But just for a minute. Kim, I just dropped by just for a minute because I wanted to see if you could come over and have dinner with me tonight. I know it's a last-minute invitation, spur of the moment and all of that, but that son of mine, I don't know where he's going to be tonight. I really don't. And I'm not going to ask him. I know better than that. I guess we just got our wires crossed or somehow. But anyway, I'm going to be at home all alone tonight with this great big wonderful roast.
Honey, that's wonderful. The only
And
thing...
also, I thought it would give us a chance to just sit down and relax and have a nice, restful talk.
Well, I know, but
And also, I'd like for you to bring Betsy and Andy. It's perfectly all right. They can do their thing. We'll do ours. Betsy can sit at my desk. She can do her homework there if she likes.
Thank you. Honey, thank you. It's very thoughtful of you, but I can't do it. Grant's taking me out to dinner tonight.
Grant?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you're not having legal problems.
No, not at all.
You mean this is a date?
Well, yes, I guess you could call it that.
Well,
Honey, I'm sorry. Do you mind?
Oh, heavens, of course not. Oh, my goodness, no. Why should I mind?
Well, I mean, I didn't think you would, but maybe things have changed.
Oh, no. Believe me, nothing has changed. So, where's the big boy going to take you out for dinner tonight?
I didn't say.
Oh, I bet it's Ronaldo's. You know that is his favorite place.
I don't really know.
Well, you know what you're going to wear?
Haven't given it a moment's
Oh,
thought.
come on, Kim. I know what you ought to wear. Wear that beautiful dress you wore to Nancy's, you know, for her open house. You really look so lovely in that. Who is it?
It's Don.
Donald.
Hello, Joyce.
Oh, come in.
I got your forwarding address from the motel.
Oh. Well, I just moved in about an hour ago, so I haven't had time to do much. And I think it has some possibilities. Sit down.
Thank you.
I suppose you talked to Mary, and I suppose she told you that I ran into her and Teddy at the park today.
Yes.
I didn't mean to upset her. I'm sorry, I really didn't mean to.
Well, Mary's all right. I came to give you this. We've talked about it already.
Among the distinguished guests who will see Ian McFarlane conduct Beethoven's Pastoral Symphony at the International Conference for Peace in Rome will be James Stenbeck, cousin of King Gustav and third in line to the Swedish throne.
The invitations to the reception go out tomorrow. But you'll get yours today. The only one hand-delivered.
Should I accept?
Should you accept, you are the guest of honor, though that'll only be known to you and me.
But I thought you said you didn't want us to be seen together in public.
No one will know we're together.
Then should I wear something inconspicuous?
Why don't you wear what you wore the other day? That bathing suit, no lipstick, and your hair back.
That'd be inconspicuous.
Barbara, you should never complicate nature. Come early.
You've decided to press charges against me.
No, Joyce. Those are preliminary divorce papers. You should take them to an attorney, have them look them over, and then give me a call.
I don't have to take them to an attorney. I told you I'd agree to anything you want. Can't you handle the case for both of us?
No, I think you should be represented.
Does that mean that you're not going to press charges against me?
What are your plans, Joyce? How long are you going to stay in Oakdale?
As I told Mary, I would like to stay indefinitely.
Yes, I know you told her that. I thought maybe you changed your mind since the last time you talked to her.
No. I've paid rent on this place for a month. I don't know how long I'm going to stay here. But tomorrow I'm going to look for a job.
Don't look for a job in Oakdale, Joyce.
You want me to leave too?
I think it would be best if you did. I'll reimburse you for the rent you paid.
Oh, Donald. It's not a question of getting reimbursed for the rent. Anyway, you didn't answer my question before. If I leave Oakdale, will that make a difference? Will that affect whether you press charges against me?
I haven't made up my mind what to do about that, Joyce, but I'm not going to base my decision on whether or not you leave town.
Does Ralph Mitchell know I'm back?
No.
Surprised you haven't told him.
He's been in New York on business.
Are you going to be in touch with him?
I can be. If he doesn't come back, I'll call him.
It's so hard. It's so difficult. Not knowing what's going to happen. I mean, even if you don't go to the police, Ralph might. It was him. It really was an accident that you got hurt.
It wasn't an accident that you bought a gun, loaded it, and pulled the trigger, Joyce.
No. It wasn't. I'm grateful that you're walking again.
I didn't come here to talk about that. I came here to ask you to consider what's best for everybody, including Teddy. Especially Teddy.
I have. I don't see how it can be harmful to Teddy to have another adult who cares about him.
Joyce, you're not just another adult. You have a very special interest in him.
Is that so terrible? Donald, if you're worried that I'm going to tell Teddy that I am his mother, I'm not going to do that. If I had wanted to do that, I would have done that a long time ago. When I think back, when I didn't even know what I was doing, I didn't even do it then. There were times I wanted to tell him. But I knew it was wrong, and I knew it would hurt him. Donald, I will never do anything to hurt Teddy.
Well, maybe you wouldn't, Joyce. But considering everything that's happened in the past, I think you can understand why Mary and I would rather you were not in Oakdale.
Oh, yes, I can. And don't you understand? That's why I want to stay. I don't want people to think of me the way I was before. I want them to understand that I've changed. I could have stayed in San Francisco. I could have made a life for myself there. But I thought that was running away. I chose to come back to Oakdale to try to make up to the people I've hurt, to make amends.
Joyce, I don't want to...
No. Don't say it. Maybe I can't. Maybe it's not possible. But I want to try. I've got to try.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Oh, now I understand why this bookstore is so successful. You two can make books seem irresistible to anyone.
For heaven's sakes, I thought I heard a familiar voice.
Hello?
Hello. Are you being well taken care of?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Good, then you don't need my help.
Oh, no, hold on. I can use all the help I can get anytime.
Oh, well, I understand you came by to see me yesterday.
Yes, I did. I want to buy one of those books that you recommended.
I recommended? What book did I recommend to you?
That light reading you thought I should be doing instead of all that heavy technical stuff.
Oh, don't tell me that you've decided to live life vicariously. Have you really run out of some real-life adventures?
Oh, boy, now you're really going to let me have it, aren't you?
Yeah, because you said that you didn't think you could read any book that would have adventures about life that could be more exciting than what you read, and I must say that I thought that was just a tad outrageous.
Oh? Well, that's interesting that you should say that. You know, people who write these books probably think that their adventures are the most exciting. Now, the important thing is how exciting a person finds his own life or experiences.
And you think your life experiences are more exciting than anything you could possibly find in a book?
Well, show me a book that proves me wrong.
Would you believe the arrogance of these college professors? Come, follow me. I shall show you books.
Oh, excuse me. Tiffany told me you were here. What happened?
I fell off my horse.
Oh, is that your x-ray?
That's it.
No break, huh?
That's right.
You have any pain or bruises anywhere else?
No. Well, no bruises. I don't know about bruises. Nothing else hurts.
Are you taking over, Dr. Ward?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Nothing serious. I suppose you can handle it.
Oh, well, thank you, Doctor.
Take it easy, Annie.
Thanks, Gary.
Why didn't you call me instead of just taking whoever came along?
Because I didn't need surgery. I just need my ankle wrapped.
Oh, I see. A couple of good grades in second-year exam, and you're making diagnosis now, right?
Well, I got it right. How long has it been since you wrapped an ankle?
You don't think I know how to do this?
Well, I'm waiting to see.
Oh, yeah? All right. I'll show you. All right, like this. Yeah. Don't think I know how to do this, huh? It's a real professional job here. Well, there you go. What do you think?
Well, looks pretty good.
Yeah?
It feels pretty good.
Well, thank you.
Well, I don't really know. I'm just going to have to take your word for it.
Well, we can get Dr. Chase back in here to check it out if you want.
No, I trust you.
Okay. Listen, I will get you some crutches and drive you home.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Well, you need the crutches.
I know, but you don't have to drive me home.
Well, how are you going to get home?
I have my car.
No driving. No driving.
You're the second person today that said that.
Well, the first person was right, too. Who was that?
Someone out at the stable.
You drove all the way back here from the stable?
It was no problem.
Listen, I am driving you home. I'm taking your car. Do not move. I will be right back.
Either of you gentlemen like a drink?
No, thank you.
No, thank you, honey.
Well, listen, Donald, Teddy has a school project he wants me to help him with, so this might be a good time, okay?
Sure.
All right. Grant, don't leave without saying goodbye.
I won't, Mary. Mary seems to be coping all right.
Well, she's putting up a pretty good front, but I know she's very upset.
Have you decided what you're going to do?
About having Joyce prosecuted? No, I haven't, not yet. I have to talk to Ralph, of course. I'd like to wait until he gets back, but I may have to call him in New York.
Well, I have the feeling Ralph would want to do whatever you feel is best for you and Mary and Teddy.
Well, you may be right about that. I'm sure it would be best if Joyce left Oakdale. I'm certain I don't want her here. I don't want her involved in our lives in any way.
I can understand that. You know, If the case goes to trial, she'll probably be convicted. Chances are she'll go to prison.
I suppose a good lawyer could probably get her off.
I doubt it, Donald. I mean, you heard her tell Ralph that she'd planned this very carefully. I mean, it wasn't an impulsive act. It was clearly premeditated.
But she doesn't seem like the same person now, Grant.
Well, she told me she'd seen a psychiatrist in San Francisco.
Yeah. Yeah, so at least she realized that she had problems and she did something about it. And she seems a lot stronger now. I mean, it must have taken a lot of courage to come back here and face everybody.
You, particularly.
And she says she doesn't want to give me any trouble about getting the divorce, and she sincerely wants to make up for everything she did.
That's what she told me, too.
Of course, the question that has to be answered is she no longer a danger to society?
Well, whatever the answer is, the fact remains she committed a crime, and she should pay for it.
I wonder if she has already. Maybe everything she's gone through has been payment enough.
Isn't that for a judge and a jury to decide?
You think I should go to the DA? I guess Mary does, too. But whenever I think about everything that we would go through during a trial like that, everything that would have to come out, and the effect that it might have on Teddy and Mary, what would be gained?
I understand.
Still, what do we really know about Joyce for sure? Only what she tells us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's very true.
No, I've got to be very sure about her, Grant. Mary and I have a chance for real happiness. And I'm not going to let anything or anybody spoil it.
You did say ice.
Mm-hmm. I did. Thank you. You know, this isn't right. I invited you out, and here you are entertaining me.
Oh, my goodness. Well, before dinner drink is hardly entertainment.
You know, Kim, there's something about this room that's very relaxing.
Well, thank you. I like it, too. As a matter of fact, I am so glad I decided to move here.
You've been an inspiration to an awful lot of people.
Oh, well, I hardly think that. Thank you.
I mean, you've helped Lisa so much. I mean, how she's relied on you since she's been back from the Willows.
I tell you, I'm just amazed at her resilience, the way she's plunged back into her work and picked up her life. I mean, she's just really fantastic.
Mm-hmm. She sure is. You and I both stopped at the bookstore a number of times thinking we can bolster her up, and,
No.
well, she usually picks up my spirits instead.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just wonder, Grant, if there isn't a chance that maybe the two of you will find your way back to one another again.
No, Kim, no. No, being with Lisa is, well, it's like being on a roller coaster.
Well, there are those who would think that was fun.
Yeah, I'm sure they would. But I prefer stability right now, even if it means living alone at this point.
Being alone. I'll tell you one thing. I've decided it's about time for me to get out in the world again.
Good. What kind of world? A job?
I don't really know. I don't know. I just feel as if I want to get out and meet new people and kind of open my life up.
It's very good to hear.
You know, while we're sitting here, I just want to go and check on Betsy and Andy again.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Take your time.
Thank you.
Okay, this ought to do it. All right?
Jeff, I can manage now.
Well, you make sure she stays off that foot tomorrow, okay?
Do what I can. She's a pretty tough customer.
Yeah, don't I know it. You comfortable?
I haven't had time to decide yet.
Well, you better make up your mind, because I'm on my way back to the hospital.
Now, don't delay because of me. Please, go. And thanks, Jeff.
All right. All right. You need any groceries or anything?
No, in fact, dinner's almost ready. Do you want to stay?
No, I gotta get back.
Jeff.
Huh?
Thanks for everything.
Well, wait till you get my bill.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
I'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. My, he's attentive.
It's part of his good neighbor policy.
Are you sure you're okay?
Oh, yeah, it's nothing serious. I'm pretty lucky.
Where did you fall off your horse anyway?
In the middle of nowhere. You know, right in the middle of our property.
Then you had to go back to the stable?
No, a guy was up there collecting rocks or something, and he saw me fall off and came and helped me.
You're kidding. What luck.
Yeah, he's some kind of a collector or something. Anyway, what's strange is it's the same guy who helped me deliver the babies.
Do adventure.
Yes, in real life and fictional life. Thank heavens my customers don't feel the way you do, or I would have no business.
Oh, I think it's safe to say there's no danger of that. You look very nice.
Thank you. You said you were going to go home and change, so I thought, well, I'll do the same.
I don't know, I think my tie may be a little out of style in this place.
Oh, Brad, does that really bother you?
No.
I didn't think it did. I'm sorry, I can't keep my eyes off your hands.
Oh, my hands, yes. Well, when I work in the rocks, they do get kind of beat up. Listen, I'll hide them if...
Put them back on the table. I like to look at them. That's not what I meant. You see, I don't like to see a man who has those little dainty little slick hands. I don't like that. Your hands are, well, they're sort of rough and like old wood and pewter. Happen to love pewter, you know.
Even though it's mostly tin?
Tin?
Mm-hmm. It's an alloy made mostly of tin.
Well, I didn't know that. I just know well, I like the way it looks.
Now, you can see this particular piece here has some lead in it.
It does. How can you tell that?
Now, you see this bluish tinge right through here?
Oh, yes, I do. I do see that.
Sometimes they use copper or bismuth or zinc, but most of the time it's tin.
Oh, you know so many things about so much that things I've never even thought of.
And you probably know about a lot of things that I don't know of.
I probably do.
I'm eager to learn.
As any good professor should. Anyway, let's get back to the to this thing here now. Once this pewter is made, what happens to it? How does it get its shape?
Well, that's not really my area, but well, they can cast them sometimes, or they can hammer it out, or sometimes.
Hey, how's that ankle feel?
Oh, I think I'll live.
Guess good old Jeff knew what he was doing, huh?
Yeah. Barbara, have you heard from your friend who was ill?
As a matter of fact, I called from the hospital yesterday. Everything's fine.
Oh, I'm so glad. I know you're relieved.
Yeah, I am.
You know, it's strange. There's a whole part of your life I know nothing about. I mean, all the time you spend in New York, you never talk about it. Is it because you don't want to, or because nobody asks?
No, I think it's because it's in the past. I'd just soon talk about what's going on now.
Oh, but it must have been so exciting. You had a really important job, didn't you? You were head of an art department?
Graphic arts for an ad agency.
You know, people talk about the pace of that city. You know, people in New York are always on the go. Was it a lot of pressure?
Oh, I liked my job most of the time.
And living in the city?
No, I loved living in the city. You know, there were times when I could walk down the street, and it seemed as though anything and everything were possible for me. It was as if I was right at the center of the universe.
Ah, Miss Ryan. I have a note for you from Mr. Stenbeck.
Oh, thank you.
Barbara? You were, quote, right at the center of the universe, and then you stopped talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I was just thinking about some things. There were a lot of times when it was a very exciting place to be.
Good night, sweetheart. Pleasant dreams. Who is it?
It's Joyce. Hello, Mary. May I come in? Please.
I'll bet your students really enjoy your course.
I haven't had too many drop out.
I remember when I first talked to you about this, I said I couldn't imagine you in a classroom situation because you are an outdoorsy type person, and yet I'm sure you're a wonderful teacher.
Well, thank you. Fortunately, the students are a captive audience. But you were right about me the first time. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life in academics.
Ah, and what do you plan to do?
Oh, I have some dreams.
Do you really? Tell me about it. I love to hear about people's dreams.
Oh, they're kind of big dreams. I don't know if I'll ever realize them.
Well, that's why they're called dreams. That happens a lot. That's just the chance we have to take. Sometimes we don't know whether our dreams will come true or not. But it's better to dream and not have it come true than to have no dreams at all.
Sounds like you've had some dreams in your life.
Indeed, I have.
Did they all come true?
Some did and some didn't. I'm not talking about mine. I'm talking about yours.
Well, my dream is to own a piece of land. Oh, I love land.
Land?
Mm-hmm. A place that I can touch. Someplace I can stretch out on a nice summer evening. A place I can feel as natural as Adam felt with Eve.
Your own little Garden of Eden.
Exactly.
Well, I should think a little piece of land somewhere wouldn't be very difficult to get. That's not an impossible dream.
Oh, it can't be too little, though. It's got to be big enough to run some horses on.
Oh, you and your quarter horses, of course. You know how I imagine you? As a big rancher somewhere. Oh, Brad, please take me to the Kentucky Derby, would you?
Well, I don't think my horses are going to be running in the Kentucky Derby, but I'd be happy to take you. And I'd be happy to take you to the Preakness and beyond, wherever that is.
Sounds marvelous. I can hardly wait.
You know, Lisa, I did see a piece of land that I would like to own.
You mean somewhere around here?
Well, it is close by. It's, well, it shouldn't be too expensive. I mean, it's up in the foothills, but it's a real nice place to run horses.
Well, do you know if it's for sale?
No. I don't even know who owns it.
Well, I would be very interested to see this piece of land that seems to turn you on so.
You making fun of me?
Indeed, I'm not. I'm serious. I would love to see it.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, it's kind of painful for me to go out there and look at it since I don't own it. It's not mine. But I would like to show it to you someday.
I would like to go. I'd love to.
Mary, is Donald here?
No.
I needed to talk to you alone.
Appreciate it if you keep your voice down. Teddy's asleep.
Oh, yes, all right. I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to bother you, but I needed to talk to someone. And I thought that you'd be the most likely one to understand.
Understand what, Joyce?
Why I don't want to leave Oakdale. Donald wants me to. Can understand why. But I have to think about myself. I have to think about my life, what I need for my life.
What is it you think you need?
I need to see Teddy once in a while, that's all. I'm glad you have Donald. I'm glad that you're getting married. But Teddy, he's the only person in this whole world who cares about me. To never see him again, to have to leave him. It would be like taking my own life.
Well, you got along without seeing him the past few months.
But it was the thought of him that kept me going. I realized I needed help, and I went for that help so I could be strong and come back.
Look, you're putting too much emphasis on Teddy. It's not right, and it's not good for anybody.
I'm not going to make trouble, I promise you. I won't make trouble for you and Donald. I just want to be able to see Teddy once in a while.
It's already too confusing for him.
I know he was glad to see me.
Yeah, sure. He likes you, like you said.
If you could understand. Now, if you could put yourself in my place. If you had a child of your own.
Now, wait a minute. Just hold it. I do have a child of my own, and I have raised him since he was a baby, and my feelings for him are just as strong as if I had given birth to him.
I know they are. Let me finish what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is that if you had a child you had to give up, maybe you'd understand. I had to give Teddy up. Can you imagine what that's like?
It's not a question of understanding your feelings, Joyce. It isn't. So much has happened. How do you expect us to forget it all?
I know. I don't know. All I'm doing is I'm asking you to tell Donald that it's all right with you if I stay in Oakdale. Mary, please.
Fashions furnished by Albert Nippon, furs from Christie Brothers, menswear from Barney's. This is Dan McCullough inviting you to join us again Monday for As the World Turns.